Well, shall we finish things up with the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yes, let's. Goode, loads of Goode as ever. We'll start off in Hong Kong, shall we, Jim? That night out we had. Should we talk about that? No, let's not talk about that.
No, 'cause that'll be in the
we will
bad.
talk about Hong Kong though. And Ireland Sevens qualifying to be a core team in the World Seven Series in 2020, beating Hong Kong actually in the final. Sticking with Hong Kong, Fiji winning a record 5th straight Hong Kong title. I mean, they just look absolutely ridiculous at times. Let's go back to the Premiership, though. Gloucester winning away at Saints and Atkinson scoring a first-half hat-trick. He's a great player, Mark Atkinson. Very underrated.
Big lad as well.
Big unit, and everything that is big about him is big. Let me tell you. They're looking good for the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. What else was good? Wasps got the bonus point victory over Worcester.
Oh, we didn't mention
4
that.
tries, backing, back up, looking at top 6,
No,
potentially top 4.
looking like they're now out of relegation, Goody.
But, it was, I had a mate that was in the corporate lounge the weekend. It wasn't as busy because obviously I was in Hong Kong. So, but they won.
So
they got
humble.
the bonus point. That was great. What else was good at the weekend? Benetton Treviso drawing
Yes.
at Leinster.
Wow.
If there's a most improved team, and it's one of those, when you go back to being a kid and you get player of the season, most improved. Most improved means you were shit and you improved a bit. Benetton this year.
I got that a couple of times.
Benetton this year, ridiculous how good they are at the minute. Getting a draw away at Leinster. We're going back to Hong Kong for the Goode this week. Sebastian Chabal singing "I Will Walk 500 Miles" dressed as a caveman.
Oh, when I wake up.
And I know it's going to be. How good was that? I mean, I know he's getting paid about £100,000 for it, whatever. But
Mate, he's probably getting paid 500.
how good?
Get
500 miles?
Yeah.
How good was that seeing Sebastian Chabal dressed up as a caveman? I mean, there's no better man for it as a caveman in front of the South Stand singing
I've
will
sold my
fight."
soul to you, and I've sold my soul to you.
So the Goode this week goes to Sebastian Chabal, his bank manager, and him singing as a caveman, dressed as a caveman, "I will walk 500 miles." In
Hey.
front of the South Stand, the loosest place you'll ever see, ever, at a rugby stadium. The bad. We're going to start with Carl Sinclair. What are you doing, Carl Sinclair?
mate, you should have said that to Mark Lambert when he
It's
was
the
on the
fake
phone.
tough guy thing again, the discipline. He's just backing up what I said after England Wales. What are you doing, Carl? Have a word with yourself. That was pretty bad.
Why? What did he do?
Oh, he's just losing his head. He slaps Faf de Klerk on the chest, gets yellow carded. Crucial moment in the game.
Maybe he doesn't like Shrek.
Sale go on to win.
Maybe he doesn't like Shrek.
No, Faf de Klerk.
Yeah, he looks like that guy off Shrek, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The prince.
The
Okay.
Prince.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
What else was bad? Sale prop Jake Pope getting banned for 6 months for testing positive for cocaine for a second time. That's pretty bad. But the bad this week, it's got to go to my old club, Leicester. Most points they've conceded in a game for 658 matches since 1988. The ugly, well, there's only one ugly thing this week, and we're back to Australia. Israel Folau.
Oh,
Back to his old ways on social media, posting on Instagram, drunks, homosexuals, adulterers, liars, fornicators, thieves, atheists, idolaters.
What's an idolater?
Hell awaits you. I mean, basically what he's saying is everyone's going to hell, including himself, because I do believe he's done a lot of those things before he found God.
He's a liar.
He's a liar. Yeah.
And a manipulator.
So this week, the ugly goes to Israel Folau and his social media rantings. Get back in your box.
I'm a manipulator.
Are you?
I manipulate the kids to go to bed.
How
And
do you
say,
do that?
if you go to bed right now, I'll give you £5. That's what I said to them. So the night I got in from Hong Kong, they're like, Dad, we want to see you. And it's like, look, JJ, look, I says, mate, I'll give you 20 quid. If you go to bed now,
It's gone from 5 to 20. Jack and Ori Jim.
I
Here
said,
we go.
if you go, no, I said, look, if you go to bed now, sort your sister out a fiver, sort the twins out a fiver as well. I'll give you I'll give you a bit more just to go to sleep now and do not make a sound for 3 days. P.S. I love you, son. So that makes me a manipulator, so I'm going to hell.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks,
Cool.
Goody. Thanks, producer Tim. And thank you all for listening as well. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Twitter, review us on iTunes, and check out our new Superfans monthly subscription service at patreon.com/the Rugby Pod.
Get it? The Rugby Pod.
Pod.